What's up, guys? It's Brad here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the LEGO system set number 4022, the C26 C Cutter. This LEGO set was released in 1996 and has 193 LEGO parts and 3 LEGO minifigures. And according to LEGO, it does actually float, but we'll get into the review now. Alright, so let's take a look at this beast here. As I mentioned, this is the C26 C Cutter. This is a Coast Guard boat from 1996. The official LEGO description reads, "When other boats are in trouble, the C26 C Cutter races to the rescue. It is the fastest speedboat around and is stocked with all of the latest rescue equipment. The sleek hull cuts through even the roughest ocean waters and includes a 3-person crew." So the hull itself here is about 12 inches long. It's about 1 foot long. It's a decently sized boat compared to some of the other boats that we get today. Like mentioned, comes with 3 LEGO minifigures and a lot of fun play features. One of the features I thought was pretty interesting, it's one that you can't even see and you wouldn't even know until you actually pick up this set, but it is actually weighted. It has got weighted LEGO bricks on the inside that makes this boat very, very heavy. Doesn't look like it would be at all, so it's pretty surprising, and I have a feeling that has to do with if it floats or not, which LEGO does claim it does float, and it's something that we're going to test out here on the channel probably in July, because it is a little too cold here in Canada right now to do that, and you guys know I love testing out LEGO boats. So for starters, let's take a look at the actual boat itself. So in addition to the weighted thing that I've already mentioned to you and the fact that it's about 12 inches long, the majority of the boat is blue here with some grays and a majority of it being white as well. So we've got a minifigure on the end here, but what we have here is like this really cool routing thing. I don't know what it is, if it's searchlights or whatnot. I love it because it does have these really shiny gray pieces there. It definitely looks like lights, and like I said, when you zoom in there, you can just really see how shiny it is. At the front here, we have a hook, which you could probably add some string or something like that and have like an anchor jump all the way down. Moving on from there, we do have the cockpit, which obviously does open up and allow you to seat 2 LEGO minifigures on the inside. We've got the driver here and then just the passenger here using those old LEGO seats. Moving on to the side there, we do have a stickered piece that does say C26. I did buy this set used, so unfortunately the stickers are not as applied to the standards that I would have liked them to have been, but I'm not going to peel them off because they are almost 30 years old. We do have a cabinet on each side here as well. You can see there is nothing in there, but it would hold some really good rescue equipment if you wanted to. Moving on up to the top deck here, we do have some LEGO lights, some searchlights, again more stickers that say C26, and we've got an upper deck with another windshield and another steering wheel. You guys can see down in the back here, we do have a bunch of equipment, which was mentioned in the review. It says that there is a ton of equipment meant to help out any LEGO boat that might be in distress. You guys can also just see this is what the back of the boat looks like there with the LEGO minifigure, which you can easily peel off and just see that it does come with another steering wheel, and at no point can you really access the other part of the boat from here. It's more just for display. Moving the third LEGO minifigure at the back there, you guys can just see a better glimpse of what the boat looks like and some of the safety equipment included, including an oxygen tank. It looks like a ray gun, a walkie-talkie, and a snorkel and stuff like that, which you could easily put on. It's pretty amazing to see a lot of these LEGO pieces still in production today. The set is almost 30 years old, so that was a little surprising to me. At the back here, we do have a hook as well, which could easily be pulled out and used for a minifigure to grab on. And then, of course, you can reel them back in right to the boat here. We've also got a couple of levers here, which I think are just like, they're just for the design. They're to look nice. And then the back of the boat here. We've got a few more stickers all the way around it there. This one would have been a really hard sticker to apply, and I'm honestly surprised they did it so straight. And then we've got a sticker very at the back here. On this side, we have another compartment door that again doesn't really stay, this one doesn't even stay shut, and it doesn't have anything in it whatsoever. And then moving back to the top here, we've got a bunch of detail above the boat. We've got some antennas, some searchlights, some horns, and all that cool stuff. Given this set was released like 27 years ago, I'm actually kind of surprised by the level of detail that is in it. A lot of the older sets do not contain the level of detail that this one does, so it is pretty impressive here, and I do like the looks of it. As expected, the minifigures will fit in the cockpit nice and easily there. You just have to kind of bend their legs, move their arms a little, and they are good to go. They're seated on the inside, and they are ready to rock and roll and ready to save the day. This is like the old Coast Guard before LEGO came out with LEGO City Coast Guard. I mentioned the hull piece already being 12 inches long, but you guys can see this is what the bottom looks like. It is all one solid piece with the sticker on the side. It does contain those weighted LEGO bricks, and I didn't even actually open it up when I got this set used from Facebook Marketplace because it wasn't I tried to pull it apart. It wasn't easy to, so I feel like it might just be one LEGO piece and is not supposed to be taken off. Some of the older models, or like the newer ones especially, you're able to remove the base layer from the hull piece, but this one did not appear to be the case. I really wish I was going to be able to actually test out this boat now just because I am really excited about it. Even though it is so old, it doesn't look like an old set. I feel like if you saw this on the shelf, like some older sets you can just look at and you know it's an older set. This one definitely could fool you. And in fact, had all my boats on display earlier and I was like, hey, where did I put that boat that I wanted to review today? Just because it does blend in really nicely and I think it looks really cool. This boat here is specifically what attracted a recent Lego purchase that I found on Facebook Marketplace. Just because when I saw this, I knew I had to have it in my collection and test it out to see if it would float or not. This Lego set did give us 3 Lego minifigures, and guys, it's kind of funny because all of these minifigures are the exact same. I guess in '96, Lego wasn't doing a lot of original prints or anything like that. Each minifigure here does have red pants on. You guys can see the torso there is a gray torso with some white arms. It is covered by a yellow life jacket, but I will remove that in just a second so you can see what the torso originally looked like. It's got a smiley face with very dark sunglasses on and then a standard blue hat. Of course, removing the minifigure there and replacing it back without the life vest on, you can see this is what the torso looked like underneath. Pretty decent torso there, has a bunch of printing on it, and it's like a Coast Guard, it's got the RID, it's a little sweater vest. Overall, I think it's pretty cool. Obviously, it's a shame that it's covered by the life jacket, but it's still neat. In terms of the life jacket here, I should mention the torso does have no back printing, and in terms of the life jacket here, it's funny because this is the older style of life jacket. Lego's obviously evolved it a lot since then. It's a lot slimmer and more leaner on Lego minifigures, but this is a classic one that you guys couldn't miss. Honestly, I kind of find it a little funny that Lego included 3 identical Lego minifigures in the set. I get including like the same torso and stuff, but maybe they could have switched it up with a different face or a different legs or just something. I feel Lego would never do that now. They would never include 3 of the same Lego minifigures, so it's just kind of funny that they did here. I don't normally show instruction manuals in Lego reviews, but I'm making the exception here because I think these ones are cool and they're pretty intact given they're from the 90s. You guys can see on the front here, it's got 3 different images of the boat. We've got a top view, a front view, and then a side view with the set number. On the inside there, we've just got a detailed instruction manual on how to build everything. I thought it was really, really cool because like I mentioned, these parts of the hull didn't really come out. And when you see how they're building it here in the hull, you can see the Legos just kind of like removed the side of the hull piece in the instruction manual. This is not a graphic that Lego would ever make today. They would show it in a little bit better how to do it. They wouldn't even make a hull piece like that. But I just thought it was funny that from the first image there to the second, they just removed the whole side of the ship. And there you guys can see they're adding the weighted bricks in. The whole rest of the instruction manuals is pretty much the exact same. It shows you in detail how to build the Lego boat. And then of course on the back here has the very final step. And then overall one final image of the boat. It talks about how it can actually float. It says max 40 degrees Celsius, 104 Fahrenheit, which is pretty hot water. And I think that must be boiling point or something like that. And then on the back of the instruction manual, we've got something I never have seen Lego do, in my time at least. We've got some little text there. In some countries, it is possible to buy a propeller motors not made by the Lego Group in special shops. The motors can be attached to the ship by the notch in the bottom of the hull. So I guess this is the notch in the bottom of the hull that they are talking about, and that's just pretty wild because I've never ever seen Lego advertise or like suggest that you should go out and buy a third-party Lego product to complement their set. That's something they must have got rid of when they started doing modern Lego sets, because that would never happen today. Alright you guys, thank you so much for checking out today's review of set number 4022. This Lego system set from 1996 is pretty cool, and honestly I would say pretty much stands up to today's models from what I was expecting. Although obviously Lego boats today we'd get were much more high-tech, much more extensive building techniques, and overall more level of detail. For being released almost 30 years ago now, this is a pretty decent set, and one that I'm really excited to have in my Lego collection. Of course, I teased that this boat, apparently according to Lego, does float, but of course we're going to be testing that out in today's video. You guys will have to come back this summer because I will definitely be testing it out on the water to see if it floats, and you guys are not going to want to miss those results. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in today's video. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe, and stay tuned because I've got lots more Lego videos coming very soon. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.